Question on ohmic potential. Consider the cell cadmium chloride and silver chloride, in which the spontaneous chemical reaction is cadmium react with silver chloride to produce cadmium ion, silver, and chloride ion. The next equation tells us that the cell voltage is E next, which is equal to 0.764 volts. Question A. If the cell has a resistance of 6.42 ohms and a current of 28.3 milliampere is drawn, what will be the cell voltage? B. What voltage must be applied to operate the same cell in reverse as an electrolytic cell? Solution. To solve this problem, first recall the formula E galvanic equal to E next minus IR. Then write out all the parameters given in the question, which is E next equal to 0.764 volts, current equal to 28.3 milliampere. Then you now convert from milliampere to ampere, which will now be 28.3 times 0.001. Then you now have 0.0283 ampere. Then the resistance is equal to 6.42 ohms. You then substitute your parameters given into the formula, which will now be E galvanic equal to 0.764 volts minus the current, which is 0.0283, times resistance, which is 6.42 ohms. You multiply the current with the resistance, then you now have 0.182 volts. Then you subtract your answer from 0.764 volts, which now gives you 0.582 volts. This is the potential of the galvanic cell. This means with a current of 28.3 milliampere, the voltage will decrease from 0.764 volts to 0.582 volts. Then question B. The formula is E electrolysis equal to minus E next minus IR. Minus E next comes as a result of being in a reversed order. So the potential now becomes negative. So we now have minus 0.764 volts minus the current, which is 0.0283, times resistance, which is 6.42. You multiply the current and the resistance, and you now have 0.182, which you now subtract your answer from the potential, which will now be minus 0.764 minus 0.182, which will now gives you minus 0.946 volts. This is the potential of the electrolytic cell. This means with a current of 28.3 milliampere in reverse as an electrolytic cell, the voltage will decrease from 0.764 volts to minus 0.946 volts. Thank you for watching.